Hello students, so this is the video number 11 of chapter number 4 physics. Okay, in previous video we have studied the velocity selector and also we have done some examples based on the motion of the charge in the magnetic field. Today we will see cyclotron. Okay, today we will see principle. Actually we have seen the principle. Today we will see working of cyclotron. So cyclotron is used to highly accelerate the charges or ions, okay, whether it is positive or negative. So to give high amount of energy to charge or to accelerate the charge, cyclotron is used. Okay, principle of cyclotron. We have studied the topic, that is the motion of charge in uniform magnetic field. In that topic we have studied the principle of cyclotron. You know that if a charge is entering into uniform magnetic field perpendicular to it, then we can say that it will be in uniform circular motion. Okay, if it is in uniform circular motion, then its velocity is depending on, in principle of cyclotron, actually we have seen that if charge is entering into the uniform magnetic field, charge is entering into uniform magnetic field, then we can say that its velocity will be, its radius will be mv by qb. Okay, so we can say that its radius is depending on velocity. Its radius means charge radius of uniform circular motion is depending on velocity. If velocity increases, then radius is also increases. Okay, this is for radius. But what about frequency? So when charge is in uniform circular motion, its frequency f is equals to qb upon 2 pi m. So actually frequency is independent of velocity. Okay, frequency is independent of velocity. If it is independent of velocity, then is also independent of kinetic energy or energy. So this is the actually principle of cyclotron. Okay, so what you will write in principle, you will write that if charge is entering into uniform magnetic field perpendicular to it, then this charge will be in uniform circular motion and the frequency of this charge is independent of the velocity or independent of the energy. That is the principle of cyclotron. We have discussed it in detail in video number 9. Okay, you can refer it. Now here mainly we will see working of the cyclotron. So first, who discovered the cyclotron? So E.O. Lorentz and M.S. Livingstone founded or discovered the cyclotron in 1934. Okay, in cyclotron both fields are used. Both fields mean electric field and magnetic field also, and both fields will be perpendicular to each other. So they are also called cross fields. Okay, so first see its construction. In construction of cyclotron there are two discs, and around these two discs there will be two magnets. Okay, suppose this is one magnet and this is another magnet. One magnet has a north pole towards the D and another has south pole. So in this region there will be some magnetic field. In this region put the two D-shaped discs. Okay, put the two D-shaped discs. These are the also called 2Ds. Okay, these are the two magnets and these are called 2Ds. This disc is made of conductors. Okay, this is one view of the cyclotron. You can also say that it is the top view. Now I am drawing the actual view to understand its working. So to understand its working, we are drawing 2Ds like this. This is 1D, it is inverted D, and this is the real D. there are two Ds generally made of conductors. Okay, these Ds are in magnetic field. See, these two Ds are in magnetic field. Okay, north pole, south pole, so there will be magnetic field towards the north to south. So here also there will be magnetic field, and suppose the magnetic field is outward. I am seeing the magnetic field. I am here telling you magnetic field is outward in this direction. Okay, inside also there is the magnetic field, and suppose these two Ds are connected to one AC source. Okay, this is the AC source of electricity. This is the in between region of the two Ds, and in this region generally there will be vacuum. Okay, again in construction there are two Ds. In these two Ds there is uniform magnetic field. That uniform magnetic field is shown by the dot. Dot means outward magnetic field. In the two Ds the AC source is also connected. Okay, and this is the in between region of the two Ds, and in between region will be, in this region there will be vacuum. Why? That we will see reason in working. Now we will understand the working of this cyclotron. How cyclotron is giving so much acceleration to proton or electron or any charge. Okay, that we will see. So suppose we are having one proton here in this mid region, in this blank region, blank space region. Suppose we are having one proton. Okay, this is the AC source. AC source means this source will be changing its positive and negative ends frequently. So suppose this AC source have frequency f. This AC source has frequency f. Suppose. Now this is the proton. If at one time, let's take that this is the positive D and this is the negative D. Okay, this is the AC source. And suppose at t is equals to 0 time, due to this AC source, this D is positive and this D is negative. Now this is proton. Proton is already positive charge, so it will be attracted towards this negative D. Okay, so it will be attracted towards the negative D, and it will be in motion. It will move to the negative D. Okay, now in this D there is already magnetic field. See, in these two Ds there is already magnetic field. So we can say that this proton is entering into this uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the magnetic field. So what will happen? This proton will be in now uniform circular motion. Okay, and this proton will move from here to here by completing uniform circular motion. Okay, when it is completing this much motion, now this D, this positive D will become negative, and this negative D will become positive. Okay, now if this D is becoming negative, then this proton will be attracted towards this side. Okay, so this proton will be attracted towards this side, and in this region there is electric field due to this negative and positive charge D's. Okay, so due to this electric field, the proton is gaining energy. Due to this electric field, charge is gaining energy. Okay, so due to this in this period, this charge is gaining some energy. If charge has gained some energy, then see, if energy increases, then velocity increases, and if velocity increases, then radius of the uniform circular motion will also increases. Again I am saying that this is proton. Initially this is negative, so proton is attracted towards this D. It is completing uniform circular motion due to this magnetic field. Again proton has come here, but this D is negative here. Okay, now this D will be negative, so this proton will attracted towards this D. In this region, in this path, the proton will gain some energy due to the electric field. If it is gaining energy, then it is gaining velocity. If its velocity is increases, okay, then its radius will also increases. So now this proton will be again in uniform circular motion, but with higher radius, but its frequency will remains constant. See, here its velocity increases, its energy increases, but its frequency will remain constant, and its frequency will be set as the frequency of AC source. Okay, so what will happen when this proton will complete this motion, then this positive will become negative and this negative become positive. So proton will come here, again due to electric field it is gaining some energy, and due to gain some energy its radius is increases. Okay, again this will come negative and this D will become positive, so again it is attracted towards the negative D, and again it will gain some energy. Due to this its radial will be increases, and this process will continue in this D until this proton will have highly or enough energy. Now if this proton is gained enough energy by the electric field, then this positive charge will be deflected from here due to higher magnetic field or due to another magnetic field. This charge will be now deflected, and we can gain it by outside. Okay, so here we are having one charge that is very much highly accelerated. Okay, so this is the working and construction of the cyclotron. Okay, I am again explaining the important points of the working. See, here there is one charge proton. This D will be initially negative and this D will be initially positive. So what will happen? This proton will be attracted towards this D. Okay, but here there is magnetic field, so this proton will be in uniform circular motion. Now when this proton is coming or completing this uniform circular motion, this D will become negative and this D will become positive. So this proton is attracted towards this D, and in between this attraction, in between this path, this proton is gaining some energy due to the electric field. Okay, and its radius will be increased, so its radius is increased, again energy gaining, again radius increases, again energy gaining, again radius increases. So when this proton is gaining enough energy, this proton will be deflected by another magnetic field, and we will get one highly accelerated proton or one highly accelerated charge by this side. Okay, so this is the construction and working of cyclotron. This is the most IMP theory. Working of cyclotron is most IMP theory. Okay, in working you also should have the formula. Actually you know all the formulas, but here we are also recalling that formula. Suppose, what is the formula of frequency of the uniform circular motion of charge? That is F is equals to QB upon 2 pi m. Okay, now you know that. Suppose I want to find out the time period, then you know that F is equals to 1 upon T, so T is equals to 1 upon F. So what is the formula of time period? That will be 2 pi m upon QB. That is very much easy. Okay, now suppose someone is telling you that give me the kinetic energy of this charge at this point. Suppose at this point you are asked to find out the kinetic energy, then you should only have the velocity at this point. Okay, so to find out kinetic energy of the charged particle, kinetic energy of charged particle. What formula? Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Okay, so it will become q square b square r square upon 2m. Why? Because r is equals to mv upon qb. Make the subject v and put the value of v here. You can gain this formula. So these are the simple formulas of the cyclotron. Actually you know all the formulas. You don't have to remember this kinetic energy formula and that one time period formula, because you know only two basic formulas, that is the of the radius formula and frequency formula. From that only you can make the formula of kinetic energy and also make the formula of the frequency or time period. Okay, so this is the working of cyclotron. Now we will see uses of cyclotron or application of cyclotron. Okay, so mainly what are the uses and what is the application? Main use of cyclotron is to accelerated, to highly accelerated the charge, or to give the high amount of energy to charge with the help of electric field and magnetic field. Now we will see its application or uses first. With cyclotron we can highly accelerated the charges or ions. Now these ions, these highly accelerated ions, we can bombard it on nucleus, okay, and we can learn or study the nuclear process. So by bombarding highly accelerated charges on nucleus, someone can study nuclear processes or various nuclear reactions. So this is the first use or first application. Then we can also use this highly accelerated charge to bombard it or implant it into some solid substances, and we can change its properties. Okay, nowadays we can change the property of any material, okay, or we can also make the another various fibers and composite materials so that it should have the our desired properties. So we can also take the desired properties of the solid, any solid substance by implant this highly accelerated charge into solid. We can change properties of solid. Okay, this is second application. Now we will see another application. Okay, that is the to make the new types of fibers or to make the synthesized process. Okay, synthesization process, it is also used, but it is actually in solid or change properties. Then we can use these highly accelerated charge particles in hospital for various disease. We can also use these particles in radioactivity substance to make the radioactivity substance. Okay, so third is to make radioactive substance or elements. Then in medical field, to cure some disease. Okay, so this is the uses or application of the cyclotron. So this is the IMP theory. Now we will see one illustration based on cyclotron, that is the illustration number 4. Okay, there is one cyclotron whose frequency is given as 10 megahertz. 10 megahertz means 10 into 10 raised to 6 hertz. It is used to accelerated protons. Okay, so we are asked to find out the magnetic field to accelerate the proton if the radius of the d is 60 centimeter. Okay, and we are also asked to find out the kinetic energy of this highly accelerated proton. Okay, so actually we are given the frequency, we can put the formula of frequency. Okay, that is the QB upon 2 pi m. From this formula make the subject B, that is the B is equals to 2 pi F into M upon Q. Put all the values, that is the 2 pi, value of F is 10 into 10 raised to 6 m. M is mass of proton. Here we are asked to charge the proton. Okay, so we will put the mass of proton, that is the 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 divided by Q, that is the charge of proton, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. You can calculate this in your calculator and you can find out the answer of magnetic field. Okay, we are also asked to find out the kinetic energy. to find the kinetic energy, we will use the formula kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Okay, so half actually q square b square r square upon 2m. Put all the values. In q you will put the value of q, that is the charge, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. B square, b means you will put this value of the magnetic field. R is the radius of d, that is the 60 centimeter. 60 centimeter means 0.6 meter. Okay, divided by 2 into m. M is the mass of proton, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27. So you can find out the kinetic energy by putting the all values and by calculating in the calculator. Okay, so this is the cyclotron most IMP theory. Okay, thank you.